Hello, welcome to your yoga flow. Make sure you're properly set up. You have your mat, you have some blocks or some pillows or blankets. You have your distraction-free space to be with your body and your breath. And let's begin. Find a comfortable seat. You can be cross-legged, be full lotus, or you can bring your heels in under your glutes. If you want to be in a cross-legged position, it's hard on the knees. Always bring one or two blocks or a pillow underneath. Knees angle down. Straighten out the spine. Roll the shoulders back. Think about a little string pulling you up out of the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Gently rest your hands on your knees, either face down or face up. Close down the eyes and start deepening your breathing. Starting with inhales for 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. And when you feel ready, try to extend out the breaths to 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Continue on your own for a few cycles. If you feel comfortable today, try to add in some retentions. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Continue on your own. Feel free to pause the video and continue breathing for as long as you'd like. If you feel ready, set your intention for today's practice. It can be physical, maybe just to bring in some movement and some stretching. It can be personal. Let that intention guide you through the class. And remember, when things get challenging or maybe a little uncomfortable, come back to your breath. Feel free to pause the video and come back into your seated position, coming back to your breath. And when you're ready, flutter the eyes open. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. And on the exhale, let it all out powerfully. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. And exhale powerfully. Seal the lips, come back to your deep, even breathing. And we'll just start out with some neck circles. Roll to the left, stretching out the right side of your neck. Roll to the right, stretching out the left side of your neck. Continue with a few cycles at your own pace, on your own breath. If you want to roll back, just be careful not to pinch your vertebrae, so just a gentle roll to the back. Feel free to switch directions. You can pause on one side and gently pull your head down towards your shoulder to intensify the stretch if that feels good. And then pause with your gaze over your right knee. Take the left hand. You can keep the palm open or closed. Bring it behind the back. With your gaze over your knee, gently pull behind the head down towards the knee. And you should feel the stretch down the neck and shoulder, maybe even under the armpit. And feel free to play around with your hand positioning and your head positioning to get the best stretch. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Bring your gaze over your left knee. Bring your right hand behind your back, palm open or closed fist. Inhale and exhale, pulling gently down on the head. Playing around with your positioning to intensify the stretch. Keeping a nice straight spine. It's going to help intensify the stretch through the shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Bring your arms up overhead and twist to the right. Right hand behind the back. Left hand behind your right knee and twist. Deep inhale. And exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind your back, right hand behind your left knee. And twist, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Keep that nice straight spine. And then inhale, arms back up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands into your lap. Inhale, shrug your ears towards your shoulders and squeeze. Exhale, drop them down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Come back to your nice straight posture. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, drop. Relax back down. Adjust your posture. And one more time. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale. Relax. Bring your arms out in front, pushing your palms out in front of you, thinking about pulling the fingertips back towards you. Push and inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, push the palms forward. And let's just roll out the wrists here. Feel free to do a little self-assist here, pulling the fingertips back, pushing the palm forward. And then other side. All right, shake it out. And then if you're on a block or a box or a blanket, remove. Bring your legs out forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to feel comfortable. And inhale up overhead. Nice straight spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then as you lean forward, lead with the chest, aiming to bring your forehead towards your toes. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. One more time, inhale. And exhale, deepen. All right, come to a straddle. Again, keep thinking about your posture, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and exhale, lean towards the right side. Try to keep the left shoulder stacked on the right, chest open, reach the left arm up, maybe even bring your gaze up towards your left hand. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Maybe reach the left hand towards the right toes if that feels good. Otherwise, just keep the hand up. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale back up. And exhale, drop the hands down. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, lean over towards the left side. Keeping the right shoulder stacked on the left. Reach the right hand up, maybe even bring your gaze up towards the right hand. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Try to keep both butt cheeks on the mat. Inhale, stay reaching up on the exhale, or exhale, deepen, reaching the right fingertips towards the left toes. Keeping that right shoulder stacked on the left, so don't cave in. Inhale back up, and exhale, gently walk your hands out forward, leading with the chest and the forehead, coming down as much as feels comfortable. Maybe you're only up here, and that's enough. You're feeling that through the hamstrings and the hips and the inner thighs, or keep walking the hands out forward as much as feels comfortable, maybe getting the forearms down to the ground or to a couple blocks or a pillow for a little extra support. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, deepen, lead with the chest. Inhale back up to center. And bring the legs in. Bring the knees under the hips, the hands under the shoulders. We're coming to our tabletop position. Think about pushing your entire palm into the mat. Inhale into cow. Bring the crown of your head towards the ceiling, arch your spine towards the ground. And exhale, bring your gaze towards your thighs. Push into your hands. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale into cat. Really pushing into your hands, arching your spine towards the ceiling. And continue on your own for a few cycles here, going as fast or as slow as feels good today. Maybe bring in some circles through the neck. Feel free, maybe one at a time, to bring your fingertips to face your knees. Stretching out the wrists. Bring some circles in through the hips if that feels good. Maybe bring the tops of your hands down to the mat and do a few cat-cows in that position. And then when you're ready, come back to neutral. We're gonna take some bird dogs here. So inhale, reach your right arm forward and your left heel back. Stay balanced. Keep your left hip pointing down. Keep your right shoulder pointing down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale one more time. And exhale, back down to the mat. We wiggle it out for a second here. Inhale, bring your right heel back, left arm up. Core tight, hips square, find your balance. Inhale. And exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Come back down to neutral, wiggle it out. We're gonna do that one more time on each side. Inhale, reach the right arm forward, left heel back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back down to all fours. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, right heel back, find your balance. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back down to the mat. Great job. Wiggle it out a little bit here, and then we're just gonna tuck our toes and sit back onto our heels, stretching out the bottom of the feet. Try to get all your toes underneath. If this feels really intense on the feet, bring some weight forward onto the blocks, and then sit back. Breathe into it. Inhale. Lean forward. And exhale, come back onto your heels. If you can hold here for a few breath cycles, do so. Inhale. And exhale. Remove the blocks if you have them. Bring your hands out to the edges of the mat. Tuck your toes and push back into a downward facing dog. First one here, so feel it out. See how your shoulders feel. Maybe you have to widen the hands slightly. Maybe you can widen the feet. Play around with walking the dog. You can bend one knee in and straighten the other. And then reverse. You can lift up onto both toes and then gently drop the heels. Whatever you need here to warm up, to stretch out. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, slowly walk the feet up towards the hands, bending the knees as much as you need, and come into a ragdoll pose. So your knees are slightly bent. If you need, let your torso hang, let your head hang. Maybe grab opposite elbows here and sway from side to side. Right, from here, grab those blocks again if you need. You're gonna keep the left hand down, keep the knee slightly bent, and reach the right arm up and twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. And exhale back down to center. Maybe give it a little shake. Feel free to pause and hang here for a second if you need. And then when you're ready, bring the right hand down, left arm up and twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. And exhale, come back down the middle. Remove the blocks and slowly we're gonna roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, letting the head come up last. Maybe take some circles through the neck here again if that feels good. Roll the shoulders back and down and find your Tadasana. So push your entire foot down into the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down, let the arms hang. Bring your gaze neutral in front of you. Maybe think about and recommit to your intention here. Interlace your hands, push them up overhead. Stretching out the shoulders, engaging your core by thinking about pulling your belly button in towards your spine and your hips towards your rib cage. And then if you can, just come up to the toes for a second here and come back down. If you can come up and hold for a breath or two, wonderful. Otherwise, just practice coming up and down for a few cycles here. And when you're ready, bring your inner thighs and ankles together. And you're going to sit back into a chair pose. Arms up by your ears, tuck your hips, sit low, nice flat back. Sitting back into your heels, inhale. And exhale, hold. Inhale. And exhale, lower down a little bit more and hold. All right, this time we're gonna inhale and reach the right arm back and the left arm forward while holding the chair pose. You wanna stay low, but add that twist. Inhale. And exhale, reach, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands into heart center, but staying in the chair, okay? We're holding here. Inhale. And exhale, reach the right arm forward and the left arm back. Twist while staying low in your chair. Try to keep your knees pointing forward even though your torso is twisting. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Hold for another breath. Inhale. Tighten the core, flatten the back, sit a little lower. And exhale, come out of it. Maybe shake it out here for a second. Whew. All right, we're gonna take a standing straddle. Just a comfortable, wide stance. Inhale, arms up overhead. And so bring the blocks or a pillow down if you need. You're gonna reach the left hand down and reach the right arm up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reach. And exhale, come down to center. Maybe bring your hands down to those blocks or the mat. Getting into that wide leg forward fold for a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. All right, bring your right hand to those blocks or the mat. Inhale, reach your left arm up and twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come back down to the center. Nice job. All right. Slowly roll back up, letting the head come up last. Roll the shoulders back and down. Rotate your right foot forward and maybe widen your stance here. Arms straight out. And now bend into the right leg, coming into our warrior two. Keep thinking about that hip tuck from the chair pose, core tight. Lower down into the right leg as much as you can. Look down, make sure your heels are in a straight line. Reach towards opposite sides of the room. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Nice job. Let's inhale one more time. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, this time we're gonna reverse. Bring your left hand behind you, your right arm back, like you're high-fiving the wall behind you while staying with your leg bent. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Then inhale, straighten the right leg. Bring the right toes back in and come back to center. Inhale. And rotate the left toes forward. And now bend into the left leg, coming into warrior two on the left. Reaching the fingertips towards opposite sides of the room. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse. Bring your right hand behind your back. Left arm like you're high-fiving the wall behind you while staying low in the warrior two. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, reach back a little further. Exhale, deepen. And then inhale, come straighten the left leg. Bring the left toes to face forward. Bring your arms down. And rest here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, round two. Bring the right foot to face forward again. Stretch out your arms. Inhale. And bend into the right leg. Warrior two. Again, re-engage your core. Shoulders back and down. Fingertips pulling towards opposite sides. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the right leg. Bring your right foot back in. Drop your arms. All right, inhale. Rotate the left foot out. Bend into the left leg. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the left leg. Bring the toes to face forward one more time. And shake it out. From here, with a nice flat back, maybe bring your arms straight out. Slowly hinge forward, keeping a nice flat back. Coming back into that forward fold. And from here, hold on to the floor or the blocks. Gently bring the right knee down. Lots of support here. If you'd like, you can just come back to a seat and then bring your left foot forward. So we're in a low lunge here. Hips square. Facing forward. So gently we're gonna inhale and push the right hip forward, but keeping that left knee at a 90-degree bend. So not here. We're gonna stay with the left knee at a 90-degree bend, but just gently push the right hip forward to stretch it out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, interlace your hands behind your back. And this time push the hip forward while pulling your shoulders back. Maybe drop your head slightly. Inhale. And exhale, push forward. Inhale. And exhale, push forward. All right, unravel the hands. Maybe grab your blocks here. Bring them to the opposite sides of your left leg. You can always bring them to the higher spot if you need. Inhale. And exhale, you're gonna straighten your left leg and sit back towards your right heel, stretching the left hamstring. So really think about sitting back, and as you hinge forward, bring your left shoulder forward. Don't round down like this. Keep a nice flat back, push your chest forward. Deep inhale, and exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back up. With support, bend the left knee back in and then bring your knee down. So you're back in a kneeling position. And then from there, bring your right foot forward. Feet still about hip width distance. No need to have them in line with each other. Inhale. Exhale, push your left hip forward. Again, keeping that 90-degree bend through the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, push your left hip forward. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, and push the hip forward while pulling your shoulders back. Maybe drop the head gently back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, push the left hip forward a bit more. And then unravel the hands, come back to your lunge. Grab the blocks. Straighten the right leg out. Inhale and sit back towards your left heel, stretching out the right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, sit back and deepen, bringing your shoulder towards your knee. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale one more time. Exhale, deepen. And bring the shoulder towards the knee. And then when you feel complete, come up, bend your right knee back in. Remove the blocks. Bring your knee down. Maybe take a seat here. And we'll just take a rest here in child's pose. So from the tabletop, you're gonna sit back and then walk your hands out forward, bringing your forehead to the mat. Feel free to widen the knees here a little bit if that feels good. Walk the fingertips forward as simultaneously sit your booty back towards your heels. Deep inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. From the child's pose, come back to a tabletop. And then gently lower down to the mat. From here, bring your hands up, so elbows in by your rib cage. And then just push up into your forearms, into Sphinx pose. Try to push and reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Move your gaze to the left, over your left shoulder. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Come back to center. Exhale. Inhale, bring your gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, relax back down. Bring your ankles and your inner thighs together. Push your legs into the mat. Interlace your hands behind your back. And then lift up and squeeze. Inhale. 2. Exhale, hold. You're squeezing your glutes, your back. Pushing your feet into the mat. Bring your gaze down, so don't crane your neck. Keep your neck neutral. And hold. Inhale one more time. Squeeze and lift as high as you can. And unlace the hands. Exhale back down. Bring your arms back up. About 90-degree bend. Elbows out from the shoulders. And then inhale, squeeze and lift. Keep pushing the legs into the mat, engaging into all your back muscles and your glutes to lift up. Squeeze, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale down. Nice job. Bring your right arm out to the side. Walk it up slightly so your hand's in line with your crown of your head. And then gently roll towards the right side, using the left hand for support here. Deep inhale. And exhale. Use your left hand to take pressure off the right shoulder or push into it, rolling further towards the right to intensify the stretch. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And come back to center. Reach the left arm straight out. Walk the hand up slightly so it's in line with the crown of your head. And then gently roll towards the left side, stretching the right shoulder. Using your right hand for support here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Roll over onto your back. Bring your heels towards your glutes so that your feet are underneath the knees. Push your hands down into the mat. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, push into the feet and lift up and hold. Inhale. And exhale, hold. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And exhale, gently bring your hips back down to the mat. Take a deep breath here. I encourage you to try that again without the blocks. However, if you're feeling more restorative today, take 1 or 2 blocks or pillows and bring them under your, under the hip bones. And then you can take a few breath cycles with the blocks, or you can do a second round without the blocks, working on your glute and core engagement. Inhale. And exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale, hold. And then slowly bring your hips back down to the mat. Great job. From here, we're going to bring our right ankle over our left knee and pull back. Pull the knee towards your face. Just stretch out the right hip. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Drop the left foot back down. Unravel the right foot. Bring the left ankle over the right knee. If it's enough, you can stay here. Otherwise, bring your hands behind your thigh. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Drop the right foot back down. Unravel the left foot. And from here, just bring your legs straight up and hold here. Think about pushing your entire low back into the mat. Bring your hands to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, deepen. Hold. Inhale. And exhale, hold. From here, bring your knees in towards your armpits into a happy baby. So grab behind the thighs if that's accessible. Keeping your low back in the mat, on the mat, straight, like flat to the mat. Or you can grab the outside of the feet and pull your knees down, intensifying the happy baby. Deep inhale. And exhale. From the happy baby, bring your knees in. Drop them to the left. Open up your arms flat onto the ground. Bring your gaze towards the right. Try to keep your right shoulder on the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Drop your knees towards the right, gaze towards the left. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the shoulders on the mat, gaze towards the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Give your knees a squeeze in towards your chest. And then slowly unravel into your Savasana. Let your limbs fall where they may. Don't think about it too much. Let the ground support you. Relaxing. Letting your body absorb the practice. Deepening your breathing, eyes closed. Stay here as long as you'd like. Remembering your intention. And then I encourage you to think of 3 things that you're grateful for in the last 24 hours. And let that carry you through the rest of your day and tomorrow. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.